the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have the first crack at it in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught over the middle, it's Hunt. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38. The Rebels are marching down the field. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative.
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield, it's Singletary. It's complete on the right side.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, the ground game. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. And the Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Catch in the middle. It's Hecker. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got...
There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, running back gets the give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the ground, it's Yoder. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Now they'll try the right side. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. To the air, it's Frost. Finds his tight end. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Hands it off. Slithers into space. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Rebels are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I like the play call, like being aggressive on offense. Second inches, you still got a third down coming. With the defense, great job being ready for the pass. Wasn't fooled, got the sack, now set up a better third down situation for him.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Quick release by the QB. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Best. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Makes a man miss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Leaves it with the back. Bulldozes his way through. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by just 1 over UTEP. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. All wideouts, no backs. Dropping back, it's Singletary. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle, it's Burns. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. That's caught. It's Yoder. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Hecker. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. And this one splits the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right at this quarter.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But This offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Still looking, on the move. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football.
Converts on 4th down, still going. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Singletary. Fires to the big fella. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown Sooner!
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beard. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw this slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work.
He could go off. Oh, man, really? Coughing it up? Looked like he was going to do some damage, take that thing back to the house, and instead he coughs it up and gives it to the other team.
Back to throw, it's Frost. Grabs it in the middle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot away. From the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give on the inside. It's a fumble! That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Singletary. Grab near the sticks, it's Hecker. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Yoder. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Hecker. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little extra time. Caught in the backfield, it's Ennis. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throwing right. Complete on the comeback. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got his man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got his man on the right. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Finding an escape route. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. DBs lock up tight on the receivers. On the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Got it behind the line. It's best. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on 3rd down. The run to the left. Finds a little space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That is no good. Still leading by 2 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got a man. It's Hester. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. That's caught. It's Hester. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. To the air. It's Singletary. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So still a 2-point game here, and you'd like to give your defense a little pat on the back by following their stop with a score, Jesse.
Yeah, and I feel like the offense here, they sense this opportunity, right, David? They know if they go score, they put themselves in a position to win.
And you put your defense in a great spot. I want to be up in the 4th quarter. If they can put a drive together here, up by a touchdown, I like my chances.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Got it looking for a first. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Singletary. He wants a big play here late. He's got it on the right. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field.
That's what defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to sling it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Yoder. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Burns. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this defense is all over the quick game right now. They're up in possession, and they are tackling and they're pursuing the football. Nice play on that one.
And he hooked it. Missed it badly to the left. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent.